YouTube live. Haven't done YouTube in a while. So we'll see if anybody's in here. If not, we'll just make it we, meaning I. So, digging through some stuff here. We haven't been doing a whole lot of YouTube stuff lately, and I'll explain why. I've been working from home quite a bit, and Pat used to do our YouTube stuff, and now I'm doing it. So I've been working from home quite a bit. I was on vacation for a while, and so we're going to get back in the groove of things. But I want to show you a few things that I got for my builds coming up. But yeah, I'm at my home shop. Like I said, I work a lot more from home now, and Paul and John are the ones running the shop. Last week, yeah, so last week Paul broke his leg in 2 spots. I think it was like both these bones right here, and they like peeled his kneecap back and they sent a rod down his leg. His bike got stolen. His bug eye got stolen. He left the key in it. Wasn't super bright, but I'm sure he regrets that now. Jog R in America, no, it never came here. So Paul's bike got stolen, and then Paul tracked it down, and I don't know how much this story I want to give, but Paul tracked it down. In the process of getting the bike back, ended up breaking his leg in 2 places. Got the bike back, the tweaker rattle can the whole thing, ripped all the graphics off. Kind of a bummer. So the runner's awesome with smart carb. It's perfect. Don't know about the exhaust yet. Not super sure. I got to get more time on it. A little bit partial to the pipe. It seems like it doesn't hit it quite as hard from the bottom, but it pulls pretty good up top. So I got to spend more time. PGO Hot 50. The PGO 50s are the Buddy 50s. They're called the Big Max. I think they're called the PGO Big Max 50. If I'm right, but PGO is not a brand here. PGO is sold as genuine here in the United States. Same bikes from my understanding. But so Paul broke his leg 2 places. So last week was a little crazy. I was on 3-week vacation. Big thanks to the guys for allowing me to do that. But the way kind of Scooterswapshop is structured now is I work a lot less. I work a lot more from home, doing some 3D stuff, design stuff, YouTube stuff. I got to get back on YouTube. Just been off it, had some vacation time. But a few things. That's my wheelie bike. I kind of want to change it up a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I just picked these guys up. Good buddy Nick Chorby had these bikes. We built it. I don't know if we built it or he built it, but with our parts, I don't know, 3-4 years ago. Kind of got out of riding a little bit. Killer, awesome dude. So he called me up and said, hey, do you want to buy these bikes? So I went ahead and bought both these. Super amped about this because of graphics. These stickers I made a long time ago, and only a few people got them, so that's really cool. It's on there. So this has got the super uncommon graphics. It has the small tank, which I'm not a fan of, but I know they're bringing a lot of value. What I'm probably going to do with this bike, and if you want this seat and this tank, like I said, it's super uncommon. If you want it, Pioneer's nice. Appreciate that. Cool. Also into cars here. This is my project here, LS Swap Coupe de Ville. Driving it to Long Beach tomorrow with my family. So new motor build, no miles on it. Have to get it going. So if you want this seat and tank, please get the app and message me. Say, hey, I saw the... on YouTube, I saw Brandon's video. These are really rare. I'm just gonna give you guys a heads up. This seat and this tank is probably valued around $500, believe it or not. Rust-free, clean, like this. The cover's really good. I don't think there's any rips at all. It could probably clean up really nice. So very uncommon. It's not gonna be super cheap, but somebody wanted to complete a whole bike. I want the bigger tank because I want the capacity. Single tanks and seats like this guy here too. The tank and seat, they fetch, $400 to $500. They're very hard to get and they're expensive. People want them. So I'm going to take the tank and seat off of this one. I'll post it up on the website, or if you guys are interested, send a message on the Scooterswapshop app on this guy and you can get dibs on it. I will probably take the seat and tank off of this one, or take the seat off of this one. I don't know yet, actually, what I'm going to do. But I want the tank and seat. I may part this whole bike out. It's got a full built motor and everything. But I kind of just, every once in a while, like to just start fresh. So this guy has I think it has an MXS I think it has a, nice, Jared. Yeah, bug eyes are kind of hard to find. MXS cylinder, it has a Pliny torsion arm. This was a drum brake bike. Again, if you guys want, if anybody wants a set, I have a set of super clean drum gray wheels that are not very commonly found. He's got the NCY forks, disc brake front end. It's got the nice Melosi shock on it, full over range. It's got a key and carb. This thing was a ripper, runs really strong. I'm gonna change it up a little bit because I like more of a sport bottom end board just for riding wheelies. I'm gonna do a little bit different. I think I'm gonna keep the tail light and the blinkers on here, the factory style stuff. I'm gonna keep the factory headset. I need to locate a clean OEM surround if I can, and I want to find a clean master too, because I don't want to do it that way. How can we ride on the street legally? Because we have license plates. We can ride any of these bikes legally on the street here in Oregon. Just need license plate. Sounds like a car's breaking down in front of my house. Anyways, so this one's gonna go to Paul. I don't know what he's gonna do yet. He said he'd buy that from me. I'd rather it go to a friend or homie. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing with this bike. You guys will probably see some stuff up and coming up on this. Over here, I have all my F12 Phantom panels and a frame and a stem and fairing. I posted this stuff up for free and nobody wants it, so it's going to the dump and I'm not going to ship it. It's unfortunate because these fairings have some history, frame, stem, whatnot. If you're local and you want this stuff, you better come get it because it's going to go to the dump. Yeah, Trevor, you didn't come pick them up, dude. I've been storing it for you forever. I'm going to throw it away. You better come up here. And get them. I got your frame right up there. Come get it. I got your gas tank too. Trevor, I also got a life vest for you here, bud. That way when you come crabbing with us, you Vegas boys don't sink. And then that's for your boy, RJ, so that way he can come with us as well. But yeah, so that's what's going on with this bike. Crabbing for sure. That's what's going on with this bike. And I think Paul, he'll probably be posting these fairings for sale. But yeah, so I have a pipe for this one as well. But that's going to Paul. This one's staying in the family. Going to get this thing dialed. So post up below what you guys want to see coming up next. I think that's it. Like I said, I may be partying that bike out. That's the OG bike. Not super sure yet what I'm going to do with that. This dude's running, somehow runs perfect, starts up great every single time. The Baja is good, as always. My wife will not let me sell that bike. And then I got some other things that Trevor basically talked me into purchasing because he does that. So bug eyes, maybe. The thing is, I don't like bug eyes myself. I don't like the way they sit. For some reason, it just feels like it's giving me a wedgie. The seat's really slanted and sloped. So I won't be doing a bug eye anytime soon. I think we've done a bug eye. Financial advisor. Yeah, you're right. I think we've done a bug eye. I don't remember. I'd have to look back. But yeah, bug eyes, I don't like them personally because I don't like the slope of the seat myself. They're not comfortable. So don't know about bug eye content. It depends. So again, guys, we kind of learned that doing the full builds on bikes anymore for us, it just doesn't really pencil out. It takes a lot of time, and it's always kind of a losing situation. It's cool. We did a whole bug eye. We did the Big Evo bug eye. Speed limit for mopeds here, guys. So for instance, that's registered. Technically, you're not supposed to go over 35 on a 49cc. That being said, the police, they don't hear you could do 70 down the freeway on that or 65 on the freeway. As long as you have insurance and stuff, they're not really going to mess with you. So, again, it's not here in the United States or some 35, but what's a speed limit? What's a speed limit? The speed limit is the limit of your speed that you're able to drive legally. So I don't know how else to explain a speed limit, but yeah. Exactly. In Oregon, you got to have license plates. You have to have insurance and tags. Every state's a little bit different. You have to have the title to the bike in order to register it in your name. So that's why we don't have a whole lot of stolen bikes in Oregon, because you can't get a plate legally without the license. Where is it? Some states, I think is it Massachusetts maybe? I think you could register a bike, or you used to be able to at least, if and correct me if I'm wrong, even if you don't have the title, you don't own it, you can register it. From my understanding, I thought that's how it works. So there's a lot of theft there. I think I may be wrong on that, but that's kind of the way I thought it worked. But here, yeah, so these are technically considered mopeds, the MPs, but moped here in Oregon doesn't mean speed limit or CC. What a moped means is it's a step through design. Okay, you can have a 49cc motor, but it's shaped like a motorcycle, and they're going to call it a motorcycle here. So mopeds here in Oregon are called mopeds because it's a step through design. From my understanding, if I recall, there's always a controversy over that. So so yeah, you guys have it, what's going on. But like I said, probably not going to be doing any bills. Are going to be doing our own personal bills. We're not going to be doing them from customers anymore because it's just so time consuming. How old do you have to be to drive them? What's the best way to stop theft? The best way to stop theft is don't leave your bike in bad places. You can put an air tag on it and lock your column. There's locks, all kinds of locks you can put around the wheels and whatnot. But just don't leave your bike in bad places. Don't leave it outside. If you leave it in a spot, like Paul left his bike outside with the key out front, it's gonna get stolen, right? So not that that's, I don't feel bad for his bike getting stolen. It still sucks, but yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna get back to this project, but I figured I have these bikes here, show you guys what's going on. Trevor, come get your stuff, or I am going to give it to the hobos here in Portland, and they can put it on their bicycles or something. I don't know, but I'm tired of looking at it. Ready to clear house. So thanks for watching. Let us know what you guys want to see. Again, things are changing up a little bit differently. We did cancel the membership thing. The affiliates are still working, but the members, we're not doing that anymore. No, Paul's bug eye got stolen. He had a bug eye with some super cool, like racing gray graphics on it. It was a full graphics kit, and they tore them all off, rattle can the whole motor. So kind of crummy. But yeah, no, Trevor's gonna move up here. I've been slowly talking to him because he lives in Vegas. It's like, I think it's like 165 in Vegas right now. And here in Oregon, it's like 75 degrees, 70 maybe. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Trevor's gonna move here. He's probably going, I think he's gonna be the janitor at Scooterswapshop. Not super sure, but I think he's gonna be like our chef / janitor at the soon neighbor. Yeah, Trevor's gonna be the neighbor. He's gonna park his motorhome. Right, he's gonna park his motorhome right over here. So that's where Trevor's gonna put his motorhome. Is gonna go there. It's gonna be probably like a 70s Winnebago or something like that with the heart-shaped windows and stuff. So yeah, but I'll keep doing lives and stuff. Like I said, guys, it may be here. Link doesn't work. The membership's gone. We're not doing the membership at all anymore. The affiliates may or may not let more people in. Not super sure about that. Membership's gone. I got to get back to doing videos. I'm gonna get a lift here. Thinking about maybe putting it here in the shop, because that way I can work from here, work from home, take more time, not have all the distractions at the shop. So we're not doing service anymore at the shop. So the only bikes being wrenched on are our personal bikes, built bikes for friends and family. We're not doing walk-in stuff anymore, and it's been way better, guys. So thanks for your patience last week. Paul with his broken leg, he's pretty much a cripple right now. And you know, he was out for a bit. John was holding it down by himself. So repair, we're not even in repair anymore. Okay, Sherco's gone. It's sold. Not doing repair on bikes anymore. It's not worth it. If you guys want to know, the thing with the repair is we probably did, I mean, we had some years that did $250,000 in repair a year, but the people didn't pick up their bikes on time, right? You get kind of stiffed with bills, or you know, they don't pick up their bikes, let them sit for 3-4 weeks, right? Or they bring it in for a tire, and then they blame you for their light bulb going out or something like that. So it just got to be too complicated. It gets really hot here. I mean, pretty warm here. I'm still trying to mod my 49 VIP Future Champion bodywork. Wait till it is in the present state and it's a current champion, not a future champion. Once it's a present champion, let us know. We'll suit you up with bodywork, but not future champion. It has to be a champion in the present time or a past champion. But we can't do future work. But the service work wasn't worth it, to be honest. It took a hard time. It was difficult to shut it down, but it just people coming in and out all day long looking for GoPed parts and whatnot. That's really common. The doors were open all day, so it's really hot, a shop, and just super sweaty and whatnot. And so, Grace, where'd that come from? So we just do online parts. You can come in and get local parts as well. Trevor got much with BLM. That's pretty funny. It wasn't worth the amount of effort. And now the guys show up, and they'll show up and they'll literally have all the packages shipped and done by like 11 o'clock in the morning. Can you give me a ballpark dollar sign for everything? That's not possible. I need all the parts. You need fairings, you need panels, you need tires, you need a crank, you need a stroker. You have to be specific. There's no way for me to give you all the prices and all the parts on Zoom 125 would take me 3 or 4 days in part numbers and prices. So that's not feasible. We're happy to give quotes on parts packages. Go to the website and type in build invoice, and it'll pop up and it'll show you the process. So if you're looking for, you have to give us specifics, okay, guys? And I don't know if I've gone over this in a bit. We're in Portland, Oregon. Well, the shop's in Portland. I'm in Oregon City, close to Portland. But so if you guys want custom packages, we do it all the time. What you do is hop on the website, type in build invoice, and then you punch in your bike, your goals, your budget, and then we put you together a package based on that. One person's idea of a race build could be like a $500 package. One person's idea of a race build could be a $5,000 package. Paul's bike did get recovered. However, like I said, it's painted gray. I think it's rattle can. They peeled all the graphics off. They painted the motor. They painted the wheels. I think they literally painted the whole bike, from my understanding. So he got it back, but I should tell the full story. I don't know if, I don't know. He may want to tell the story. Let's see what I got. How much are bigger tires? 10, want to go 12. I can't answer that because I don't know what bike you're referring to. Tweakers, you're right. We're going to talk about doing a bait bike, actually. My cancer buddy Chad, he's doing great, man. He's actually coming over. I've got AC being installed in the shop. He's going to come over and do that this weekend. So he's doing good. Appreciate asking. That's super cool. Really, really good dude. Engine builds, yes. If you ship your motor in, we will do a build. It's the full bikes we're not doing anymore because it doesn't. We would do a full build and it'd be done, and it would sit there for 3 months without getting paid, and then it just ended up being like this constant, like, kind of an extra thing that would just sit and sit and sit. You know what I mean? Where I don't like to see bikes sit in the shop. We got to keep going and going and going. Guess what? Charge them storage. What happens is they get the bill and they don't want to pay it, and then you're stuck with the bike and they don't want to pay it. So we've had a lot of times where charge them storage, but they don't want to pay it, and then they don't pay it. And I don't want to go through the lien process. That's just bad. You can't sell it without doing a lien. So doing a lien process costs a few $100. Then you have to sell their bike with the lien paperwork. And it's like, you know what? We want to avoid the whole thing. We don't want to be the bad guy. So it just was easier to just not do it anymore. And, we get maybe 5 or 6 bills a year, something like that. So it wasn't a drastic amount, but pretty much all of them we end up breaking even or losing money on because it takes so much time to do the custom stuff, some machine work and brackets and this and that stuff. So we do have room in the shop, but you kind of need to call ahead of time because, like I said, the way we've transitioned is our things running really smooth and really efficient, and everybody benefits from that because you get less mistakes, you get your items faster, they're packaged better, the shop is cleaner. I mean, it's just like a well-oiled machine right now. So it's difficult to have people come in because if they want to come in and just like look at the shop and whatnot, it pulls which we want to be able to do that, but it's hard because it pulls the guys away from packing packages, right? So you only have a certain amount of time, a certain amount of manpower. So if we have 2 guys that are, showing the shop for an hour, 45 minutes or something, that means that's 45 minutes of time, 45 minutes of time that's lost where we could be getting your guys' packages out sooner. So again, like our average turnaround time when you place an order is a matter of hours. It's not days, it's hours. If you place an order this morning at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, even 11, it will go out today. 99%. It's like, dude, they're just like boom, boom, boom. They're fast. So 2 people at the shop, Paul and John, awesome dudes. they're just working really well. I don't work very much in the shop. I go on maybe a day or two a week, but just need to get back in the groove doing YouTube stuff and doing more prototyping and just product design. So, you know what? Is it Bjorn? Vespas are better? No, not really. It's user preference, I guess. You know, I could say motorcycles are better. I could say Banshees are better. I could say Cadillacs are better. It just depends on what you're looking for. So Vespas are great bikes. They're not my jam. They're not my cup of tea, but they may be yours. So it's just kind of user preference. You know what I mean? It wasn't a negative. It wasn't a negative thing. Service, all the business is just a learning experience. So, you know, there's some things we find out where I'll tell you guys, I've learned a lot doing this. I've learned that doing the crazy custom things, right? Doing the really crazy one-off, like we did the Spree Dio swap mounts, not selling that good. People wanted it for a long time. ET2s are awesome. You should get one for sure. I want one too. So we have to kind of learn and adapt. Like, okay, we have this many resources. Where do we use them? How do we be more efficient? How do we make sure like yesterday, I go to the shop, I look, and I go, wow, this guy paid 19 bucks for shipping, and it was a small package. And I looked at the guys, I'm like, this is too much money, what's going on? So we kind of went back and forth, said, I don't want to overcharge people for shipping. And Paul, and because shipping keeps changing, right? So I looked at this, said, we need to look into this because I don't want to overcharge people. And he goes, Brandon, it's like $18.50 retail or something to ship these packages now because the rates have gone up through the roof. You're paying for label, you're paying for the package itself, you're paying for packing material. So things are changing and you have to constantly evolve because padded flat rates used to be super cheap. They're like $6.25 padded flat rate now. I think he said it's like $12 or $11 and 10 something. I don't know. It's gotten really expensive, so it's doubled in the last few years. When can I send pictures so you have an idea? Kevin, I'm not exactly sure what you're getting at. Can you refresh me? Did you ask about the future champion? I don't want to hurt any feelings here. Okay, future. Okay, I'm gonna do it here. Okay. Yes, we do. Okay, so CH250, there's nothing. CH250, we have a CVT kit, we have a transmission kit. Get it, man. It's a huge game changer. That's all you can really do to those bikes. A huge difference, though. It's variator, pulley, variator, clutch, belt, sliders. Get it. It's awesome. Really, really good. So, yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it, Bjorn. You all need a better shipping rate. That stinks. No, we do USPS and UPS. If you want a better shipping rate, you can send us a label if you want, but I'll tell you what, shipping is out of control, okay? We don't rip people off. We charge what it costs to ship. If you want this, I don't know what that means, Kevin. How much for all? If you want this thing shipped, okay, if you want it 2 days across the United States, it's going to cost you about 30 bucks. That's what it is. Look it up. USPS is fast. When are you going to turbo the Caddy? The differential, what's funny, I'm right in the middle of tuning the LS. The differential ratio is killing me. It's a 2.93. Calculated, this car with a transmission can do 106 in second gear with the 4L80. So the differential ratio is killing me, but they don't make a different one, so I don't know yet. Actually, I'd probably supercharge it, seeing that it has no bottom end. Carl, I will turbo it when you sell me that notchback that you have, the white one. So USPS is fast. Navi videos, we have one coming on the pipe, the Vance & Hines pipes. But like I said, Paul just broke his leg. He's normally the one that does the video, so he's out of commission. YSR 50s, their YSR 50s are cool. There's not a lot of parts for them though, so we can. I don't know. I haven't messed with YSRs too much. I'm not super sure where to get the parts or what they are. Kevin, so Maxime, do you guys sell a shifting bike? So we just let our Sherco dealership lapse. When they come out with street legal bikes, we will get back into it and sell them. Right now they're not street legal, so we're not going to sell them anymore. I sold mine, sold the last ones. Kevin Miller, you're talking about the future champion. I'm going to break your heart here, buddy. It's fun if you want to, if you're happy with the bike, great. You can do some motor stuff to it. Bodywork, there's no, like, okay, so I'm going to show you guys. Okay, if you guys have Chinese bikes, not my jam, but if you're happy with them, that's cool. Because all that matters is that you're good with your bike. Say I have this Zuma, and I want to find this piece, this piece, this piece, any of these. Hop on Yamaha dealership, punch in what you want. Part number, 535-92, 225-91, okay? Then you order the parts. And let's say this is a Chinese bike. There's no part numbers for anything on the bike. Every single part that you're buying, you're guessing, okay? Paul's ready to stunt like his daddy. Every single part that you're buying on a future champion Chinese bike, there are no part numbers. So everything is a guessing game. That's why people ask all the time, I want body parts, I want wiring kits or fairings. Like, guess what? You're guessing on all that stuff. And if you're just, I don't know, that's why I don't like it, where I know, hey, I have the T-Max over here. The T-Max, I say, oh, I need this handle. I can call up Yamaha and get the handle. No, it's the right one. Oh, I need this button. I can call up Yamaha, get the right part number. Banshees, any brand name bikes, I can get parts for the Gixxer, I get parts for the Baja. Any of these things you get parts for, Chinese bikes, you can get them, but you're guessing. CDIs, stators, all that stuff, that's kind of generic, but when it comes to body parts, the gauge clusters and stuff, you're guessing at what you're going to get. And a whole entire future champion, whether it's in the past or future or present, I always thought that was funny with the champions. They're not champions now, but they will be champions in the future. You're just going to be guessing on all your parts. And it's probably a, $600 to maybe $1,000 bike. If you buy full fairings for that, you're probably going to pay $400 or $500 for the fairings. So it's up to you whether you want to do that or not. I wouldn't personally, because it doesn't seem like a wise investment. But like I said, if you're good with it and you like the bike, ride it, run it, enjoy it. So shout out to Paul. Yeah, appreciate that. Hyosung Rare 250 EFI, super cool. 250 okay, Hyosung. Hyosung's, you're gonna have to call Hyosung dealer. Vespa's like this, Hyosung's like this, Genuine's like this, where you have to go to an actual dealer to buy their products. So that's kind of how they get you. Kimco's like that too. You can't just go to an aftermarket supply and get the parts. You have to go to a dealer. So look up a Hyosung dealer. Look up a Hyosung dealer and tell them what you need, and they should be able to get you the parts. But you can't just get them you can't just get them online. Oh, what's up, Ed? Ed, I got your car here for you. You gonna come get it? You gonna pick it up? I'm just storing Ed's car here for him. This is Ed Miller's car. He's storing it here because he's hiding it from his wife. His wife won't let him own it, so I'm just storing it for him. You need to pay rent on that, Ed. So, anyways, boys, I'll just do this like once every week or something, just kind of check back in, and then I'll keep doing some YouTube videos, but less YouTube videos because I feel like it was kind of a little bit too much for a long time. It was too much. I'm just going to give you guys less videos, but more condensed content, if that makes sense. So kind of more straight to the point and less filler stuff. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the weather. It's awesome here. Let's see here. 70 some odd degrees. Gonna get my caddy finished. So stay tuned. You guys see these things pop up. Enjoy and ride safe, guys.